Hi guys, hi. I have a couple things on the agenda today. First, I want to tell you how excited I am because it is second day of classes. For those that don't know, I just started going back for veterinary technology. It's also known in some countries as registered veterinary nurse, but here it's just veterinary tech. And today it's the second day of class, and we're already school's going to be taking place today at a zoo, and I'm extremely excited about that. And I know that there's a lot of controversy still around zoos because yeah, they're behind cages. Yeah, we're gawking at them. It's true. There's no denying that. It isn't their natural habitat. However, in most cases with zoos, not all, but certainly in the one that I will be in class with today, these animals have either been injured or a human has taken them in from childbirth, from birth, and in some way they've become so reliant on humans that they are dangerous to either themselves or to humans, or both, oftentimes both, because of that reliance. And so if we were to leave them and just take away the cage and leave them out in the wild, they or people would end up hurt or dead. And because it's based on human interaction, I think it's important that we step in and say, okay, we did this, let's try to help. And yes, we got out in cages. That's awkward. But that's the best way to get money, too. And animals are not cheap to care for, especially wild animals. I mean, you look at some of these animals in zoos, a rhino, the amount of food they eat, insane. You got to pay for it somehow. So there are pros and cons to zoos. I think the pros outweigh the cons, and I'm very excited to be going and spending some time and being able to go backstage, basically, and seeing all that stuff. I don't know entirely what's in store other than we get in through the back door. The professor is a little bit closed-lipped. She's very excited. She keeps saying it's a surprise. So I am very excited. A little nervous. I'm always a little nervous on things that are new, but I'm very, very excited. Anyway, I just wanted to update you guys on that. There are like no words for as excited as I am. And today, topic-wise, sorry, got off topic way big time. I'm going to talk just a little bit about Zeus, the origin. We all know Zeus isn't a very good guy, obviously. But originally, his mother Rhea, and his father Kronos are the original things. Zeus was actually the last child of these two. They originally had a crop of children that had like 100 arms and and they were so hideous that they were thrown into Tartarus. Same with their kids that were Cyclops. They had a whole batch of them thrown into Tartarus. And then they started having what we call the gods. But Kronos knew that someday he would be overthrown. And so he would, every time one of these gods were born, he would eat them. And so he ate 5 gods before the mother got tired of it and tricked him. Sent the baby away with someone else and put a rock in the place so that when Kronos would throw it in his mouth and swallow, it would be a rock he had swallowed. Now, I think that Kronos being a titan wasn't that stupid, that there was some magic involved. But, it's Greek. So, Zeus grew up separate from his mother, separate from his father, but always being told what had happened. And when he got to be big enough, he snuck into Tartarus and he released his mini-armed brothers, his Cyclops brothers, that were amazingly good at making weapons. And they started fighting with the Titans. A couple of Titans did fight with them on their side. Most importantly, probably Prometheus fought with them and therefore weren't slaughtered, basically. But most of the Titans went down under these gods. Well, I guess the Cyclops and the many-armed ones were still considered Titans in some ways, but, went down under this onslaught. And Zeus was able to slice open the stomach of his father. And out popped these 5 gods, fully grown. It's Greek. They're gods. Somehow they managed to survive the gastric juices and managed to somehow fit 5 fully grown gods into one Titan's stomach. It's Greek. I don't get it, but that's how it works. And so they popped out fully grown and they fought near his side. And they destroyed the Titans, and their father was chopped up, spread throughout. His genitalia in particular was put into the ocean, which is often the origin story for Aphrodite. We're not really going to go into that today, but it is important that you know that his genitalia was thrown into the ocean because Aphrodite may have come from that. Anyhow, so, Zeus looks around and he sees his family and his brother, and his brothers decided to divide up the world. The women weren't, of course, as important. But he took ownership, basically, of the sky and even the earth. But mostly the sky. The heavens, I guess you could say. Poseidon took control of the water. And Hades took control of the underworld. His sister, Hera, became goddess of marriage. Demeter became kind of agriculture, growth. And Hestia, very little is known about Hestia because she left the pantheon very early in the stories. But she became goddess of the hearth. And they went on to produce a million other gods. Some became part of the pantheon, but few. And that's basically the origin story of Zeus. Of course, he goes on to be one of the most awful, but him and Poseidon are kind of hand in hand on that, though, I would say. Anyway, so that is the story of Zeus. If you like this story, go ahead, like, subscribe, share. Zeus will come up in a lot more stories, as will the other gods, other than maybe Hestia, although I will cover her in one of the stories as well. Alright, and I will talk to you guys later. Wish me luck at the zoo. Bye.